Hi friends, welcome to Rock at Home. This is Miss Jen, and today we're going to talk a little bit about a little holiday miracle, but first I gotta give you some backstory. This right here is the Rockefeller Center holiday tree. Every year since 1933, a large tree is brought into Manhattan and erected in front of Rockefeller Center. This year's tree is 75 feet tall and it's a Norway spruce. It came from 170 miles away from Oneonta, New York to New York City. The trip took 3 days. The tree weighs 11 tons and it's about 75 to 80 years old. But what's magical about this story is not the tree, but it's about a tiny little stowaway that made his way for 3 days, trapped inside of the tree during his journey. When the workers unbundled the tree, one of them found a tiny little face sticking out from among the branches. The worker immediately arranged for him to be rehabilitated at a wildlife center where he stayed for 3 days, where he enjoyed the finest owl cuisine until he was strong enough to fly home. The hungry owl was named Rocky, and he had a pretty incredible week. So how does that relate to what we're going to do today? Well, I think we need to make a little Rocky for ourselves, as I believe he is the unsung hero of 2020. So let's get started.
Now let's remember our 3 rules for the project. Try your best. Remember, there's no perfect in making art. Be safe. Let's respect the materials and make sure that we're using them correctly. And be kind. Let's make sure our table's covered and ask for help when you need it.
Okay friends, let's go ahead and get started. For this project, you're going to need a pair of scissors, some tacky glue, a pine cone, some string, some ribbon, and some felt. Really nothing to it. I also have a photo source with me just to kind of remind me what an owl looks like. So very first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the shape of our pine cone. It's always a good pine cone is one that's perfectly round like this and has some little bits on top so we can attach the string and the ribbon. So what we're going to do is we are going to take and we're going to look at the color of our owl and we are going to match it with our felt. However, this is your owl, so you can pick any color you like. I just like the neutral colors of the owl. Take a look at the shapes and free cut or use a marker to draw before you cut. So I want to do a little bit of a face, and I think I want him to have a belly. So his belly is going to be like this too. Face and a belly. I'm going to cut that out. I think that's good. And I'm going to take my tacky glue and I'm going to glue it down. You could also use glue dots or Elmer's, that's fine too, if you don't have tacky glue. You just have to make sure that you secure it really well on your pine cone. Let that guy dry a little bit. And I'm going to put the other piece here. So I'm going to have his base first. We're also going to do some wings. So when you do some wings, all you have to do is fold the felt in half. You could also use paper for this. If you don't have felt, paper's fine too. And I'm just gonna make a little like leaf shape. I'm just gonna free cut that. The shape of a leaf. That's gonna be a nice shape for his wings. From this point on, you're going to continue on to add features of your owl by cutting felt and pasting it down with the tacky glue. Don't forget that eyes are very large on an owl, and don't forget the beak. And so I'm going to speed this up and let you see how I did it. Okay, so what you can do now is you can take and get some string, and you're going to find the very top part here, and you're just going to put and loop it around. Make sure it gets interwoven, and you're going to tie it together. Just a simple knot. Just a simple knot, and then bring it up and tie it again. So. Start on this side. And then we're going to take some ribbon. That's not so. Then we're just going to take some ribbon, and we're going to add a little bit of a nice ribbon at the top of his head. You don't need a whole lot, just enough so that you can put your ribbon on that string and attach it to the string. Let's just attach it and bring that knot down. And then you just do a simple bow. Just like you tie your shoes. And then you cut that. And there you have a little baby Rocky. Here's my finished product. In the end, I decided that the belly was not a good idea, so I removed it. And that's just an artistic choice. We can always redo and redo our work. There's no just like one and done. You can always go back and change. So thanks for joining me. Happy holidays, and I'll see you next time.